All right, it's 9 o'clock. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Welcome, everyone.
Good morning.
It's this is the day after Martin Luther King Day. I'm not used to being here on a Tuesday.
I'm going to just snip it and put it at the very top so you'll see it.
Okay. We were making a correction to a name on the minutes before we approved it.
It is going to be replacing that first paragraph, so.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay. I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the Monday, January 12th, 2026 meeting as written.
I'll move. I'll second that.
Okay, McCurry moved, Thompson seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 4-0. And we have the capital improvement plan.
Yes.
Here's the work. Yeah, sure. Wade may have an issue. We've got technical malfunctions.
We've always got an issue.
Sure where it
I do. Speak to you.
is. Do you guys
He's got two of them.
wanna copy that to review it real quick?
Yeah. Well, it's on our ad here. Everybody had the chance to review the capital improvement plan, except mine.
No.
This Todd's pad.
Thank you.
This Todd's pad work.
I don't know. Neither
Todd's
of ours
not
is
here.
working.
Oh.
Todd will not be here.
And a hammer? Just drop it.
Okay.
Smash them together. Yeah.
Okay, Don. It's always Dawn's answer. Get the hammer out. Technical issues.
That's right. If that doesn't work, just get a bigger
Seems like
hammer.
a-
Yeah, Monday.
Thank you.
Or you just kinda got stalled or something.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel today.
Everyone have a chance to review the revised capital improvement plan.
I glanced at it, but I didn't review it thoroughly, sorry.
Yeah.
And on overload.
Reflects some of the new numbers after the transfers and, okay, I'd entertain a motion to authorize the director chairman to sign the capital improvement plan.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it. So, McCurry moved, Peterson seconded. Any,
So this goes out to 2032?
goes out 7 years, yeah.
Used to be 5, and I felt like with everything else that was going on that you guys were putting money into reserves for, that we should probably have a 7-year plan, just in case something kind of comes up we're not expecting, so.
Which it does every once in a while. So
Yeah.
obviously it's subject to change.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, it can be revised throughout the year every day if you wanted to, but,
Okay.
That's the way the plan
yeah.
would be if we approved it. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Passes 4-0.
Is there another copy of the agenda?
Oh, yes. I've been doing salary stuff, I'm sorry.
I know,
Get
that's
that.
fine.
There's a signed copy.
Yeah,
Pretty hectic, I understand.
it's okay. I'll make 2 copies real quick.
Okay, and we have a First Amendment to the, can't see this, I'm taking my glasses off. First Amendment to the Kansas Department of Commerce Community Development Block Grant Agreement. Says following last week, is that right?
Heidi, is that? Oh, yeah, it is after last week, sorry, Heidi. Yes, it would be from when Kilo was here.
From
so.
Kippy, okay. Everybody have a chance to review that?
Yes.
I'll move to authorize and direct the chairman to sign the First Amendment to the Kansas Department of Commerce Community Block Grant Agreement,
I'll second it.
seconded by Avendroth. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Passes 4-0. Next on the agenda is,
Thank you.
we have 10 tax abatements in the amount of $9,255.92. Do we have any questions on it? I see we have some appraiser staff here, I don't know if that's...
Wait a minute.
Oh.
I'm still doing the interest thing.
Yes.
So you're not here for this?
No.
Okay.
Does anybody have any questions for him? If not, I mean, oh, go ahead.
You know, where's this, what, there's 10 of them, is that correct?
Correct. There are various reasons for the abatements and everything.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I would move to authorize and direct the chairman to sign 10 tax abatements in the amount of $9,255.92.
I'd second that.
Okay. I moved and Thompson seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? That passes 4-0. And we have some mortgage releases to approve at the request of the Coffee County Housing Authority Board. Okay. Guess I'll just read through the motions here. They're kind of lengthy. You're gonna miss this, Wade, I know.
I know it. I'm feeling bad.
Okay, upon the request of the Coffee County Housing Authority Board to authorize and direct the chairman to sign the real estate mortgage release acknowledging satisfaction in full, debt secured by Sarah Ann Fairclough, lots 1, 2, in the east half of lot 3 in block 189, City of Burlington, Coffee County, Kansas. The volume and page of the mortgage is recorded in book volume M313, page 294 to 295, the records of the Register of Deeds for Coffee County, Kansas.
I'll move.
I'll second.
Okay, Thompson moved, McCurry second. Any discussion?
Rhonda, are these the ones where you keep a soft mortgage on it if 2-3 years, whatever the time frame
For the
is?
rehab.
For the rehab on them? Okay. So obviously the statute of time's expired then. Okay.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Passes 4-0. And I'd entertain a motion upon the request of the Coffee County Housing Authority Board to authorize and direct the chairman to sign the real estate mortgage release acknowledging satisfaction in full, debt secured by Betty J. Price for lots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 in Block 3 in Sharp, Coffee County, Kansas. The volume and page number of the mortgage is recorded in book volume M312, pages 697 and 698 of the records of the Register of Deeds for the Coffee County, Kansas.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
McCurry moved and Avendroth seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Anybody opposed? This is 4-0. And I believe this is the last one. Upon the request of the Coffee County Housing Authority Board to authorize and direct the chairman to sign the real estate mortgage release acknowledging satisfaction in full, debt secured by David L. Lindo, lots 1 and 2 in block 187 in the city of Burlington, Coffee County, Kansas. The volume and page of the mortgage is recorded in book volume M313, pages 5 and 6 of the records of the Register of Deeds for Coffee County, Kansas.
So moved on that one.
I'll second.
Okay, Abendroth moved and Thompson seconded. Do we have any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Passes 4-0. And that takes us to our agenda. So Housing Authority Director, Rhonda Gilbert.
Aaron and Carrie Ratcliffe, they had asked us to come before you and see if you would waive those demolition fees on 418 and 1418 and 1420 Merrimack. They have 2 old trailers on there, you can see by the pictures, that they'd like to take out. And,
Do they have the intent to put something back?
they're gonna put, 2 spec rental properties back.
Good. Good news.
Yeah.
Do they have an estimated start date, time frame?
No, they didn't tell us the time frame. They wanna get them out, and he said he would just, if he knows, you know, we put in here, we'd like something, that the demolition be done within the 12-month period, but we didn't specify anything of being built. Because some people just have it, they don't want it.
Any other questions? Comments?
I'll make a motion on this one, to waive landfill fees for it.
Okay,
I'll second.
how about a full formal motion?
Okay.
Okay. Entertain a motion to waive the landfill fees for a structure owned by Aaron and Carrie Ratzlaff located at 1418 Merrimack and 1420 Merrimack, Burlington, Kansas. I got Abendroth moved and McCurry seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? That passes 4-0.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thank you. Okay, next on the agenda, we have, gonna have a remote, I guess, with Joe Bannistill of Edison Health.
Yeah,
Give us an update on health insurance.
as soon as I can get it to connect again, it dropped me,
All
as soon as I
right.
got it connected.
Okay, we've been batting 1,000 with technology today.
I had it connected just fine, and then it dropped me. Well, it's not gonna cooperate with me, didn't know. I guess I'll call that.
Is our county counselor here today?
Hey Brad, can you send Adam a, I'm trying to get connected to Zoom on my computer, and I had it connected and then it dropped it, and now it won't get it back. Joe, can you hear me? Can you hear? I can't hear you yet.
Bowie's on his way.
Okay. I was just getting ready to,
Yeah, I just got 5 minutes. Wave 2 and I'll wave with the guy.
Numbers.
I had it connected. They saw. But it won't go now. We need to do that on that computer. Not on the main stuff. Yeah. I don't know if that, but I'm afraid it will drop us again like it did before. Okay. I don't know if that's gonna be loud enough. Oh. I can't turn it up. Joe, I might have to get your number and call you if the Zoom's not gonna work here.
Good morning.
Living the dream.
We're having no technical difficulties.
Okay, do you wanna turn it up so
Not
it's
that normal for
Hear
a
him?
Zoom type meeting.
see if we
What's
can?
that?
I say we're having those technical difficulties, not out of the norm for Zoom
No.
type meetings.
Okay, can you hear us, Joe?
I've got you, yeah.
Okay, now we can hear you on the TV.
Awesome. I haven't got that figured out.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll lose you, cause my computer's dropping the signal every now and then, so, I guess if you wanna email me a phone number.
Just did, yeah.
Okay.
Well, where we
Thank you,
wanna
Adam.
start here, Andy?
I guess this is a follow-up from last week, correct? To give us an update on health insurance, on if a lot of the issues have they been resolved, or do we still have some issues out there, or are we making progress? I guess, give the floor to you, Joe.
And are we wanting to talk specific employees, Angie, or in general?
No, just general, cause we're in an open meeting and it's on YouTube.
I So, the major issue at hand is the med impact data syncing, okay? So med impact, well before Thanksgiving, had a breach which caused a lot of their systems to go down. Med impact is who processes the prescriptions for them, okay? Because of this breach, and well before this breach, they were having trouble accepting our data, which updates their system for medical claims. So, when someone goes to the doctor, that their responsibility drops into a bucket, right? For progress towards their deductible. We also need that data when they go to the pharmacies. We know what progress is going towards their deductible, okay? That connection with Med Impact has not been working consistently, and then after their hack, it just dropped off, okay? So we've got several employees, and this is mainly employees that are on the HDHP plan, where they were on some higher costing drugs. So they were paying more than they should have because we didn't know what they were paying at the pharmacy that would contribute towards their deductible, and Med Impact did not know what they were paying towards their medical deductible, okay? We've got reimbursements off to Med Impact for several individuals. I'm not sure they can process those yet. We'll be working with Med Impact and those individuals directly to make sure they can get refunded. We had one individual who had a provider submit to collections, and that was resolved late last week. I believe the credit report reflected that being resolved as well. So overall, the main challenge right now is Med Impact and getting them to accept hard data. So I'll pause there.
Questions?
Joe, it's been suggested that if it would be possible to have Edison come back down. If you remember, what was it, a month ago that you folks were here? And then after the meeting, we ended up in another room, and you took care of some issues that were going on a one-to-one. Would it be possible for you fellows to come back, and whether it took a day or 2 days, to come back and take care of possible issues? At the time, I guess, I understand that not all the department heads knew that you were going to be here, which wasn't your fault or anything like that, but I guess I'm asking if that would be possible to do.
Yeah, I'll work with Casey and Angie to come up with some time to get down there and meet with anybody one-on-one, whatever needs to happen.
Yeah, we'd really appreciate it if that could happen, and maybe get some things resolved at that time. And like I say, whether it takes a day or 2 days or whatever, I think it'd really be helpful to all the employees that are going through some tough times right now.
Sure. Of course.
So Joe, Wade Thompson, you mentioned before you had a bill going to collections, and did I understand you correctly? You said the credit report was restored, so this person's credit report, that's able to be fixed, that's how it was before?
Yeah, so I think Andy has more details on that, but essentially the doctor submitted it to collections. That triggered a hit on their credit report. Collections pulled that back last week, from what I understand, and the employee already saw that negative impact. His credit was restored to where it was.
Okay, I'm unaware of how that works, so that's what I was curious, if that goes back to the present level, or the previous level it was at before.
Yes, it will.
Okay,
When they pull back from collections, it does.
okay,
Now
thank
that
you.
claim, I believe, was something that was before our service dates, or right when we took over. So there's those claims do trickle in once in a while, where an employee may have had service around the time BML closed, right? And that claim just kind of got lost. Because provider was sending it to BML, there was new insurance to send it to. Provider never got it to where it needed to go. So as they're reconciling their books, providers are finding unpaid claims. I think that's what happened to this individual. And instead of reaching out to the individual, I think they just submitted it to collections. It wasn't a large claim, so
No.
if these things happen to the employees, we need to know about it, so we can call the providers, get the claim submitted, or verify if it's been paid or not, and find the next steps.
Are there any other issues we haven't addressed?
Well, if he could come back and call, she would call, and
Do what?
if he could come back, that would be great, or we could make calls.
Joe, you said that you could set that up, you'd go through Angie to set that, a time for you folks to come back, is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 1 day, 2 days, whatever,
Okay.
we'll get that done here, probably in the next few weeks.
Sure.
Hey, Joe, this is Angie. Is there a possibility that someone from Med Impact that might have better pool or something could come down with you and we could get things sorted out possibly? You know, that the two softwares could talk and get those deductibles squared away?
I'm happy to reach out to them.
I know you can't confirm really yet, but I mean, is that a possibility, I guess?
I will definitely make that effort to see if they can send someone.
So the problem is still pharmacy or farm and med not talking, is that right, Joe?
Yeah, and it's truly, really the only people that experience that issue are the high deductible employees. 'Cause the other employees have a copay when they go to the pharmacy. Regardless where they're at on their deductible, they'll always have that copay. Unless they meet their max out of pocket, which many probably aren't. So it's those that basically, when they go to the pharmacy, they pay the cost of the script until they hit their deductible, and that's the high deductible health. So it's limited to a certain subset of employees, and from there, it's limited to those that are having higher cost drugs.
So it's not everyone on the high deductible healthcare plan, it's just those that have higher costs.
Higher cost on the drugs,
That's
okay.
You have any other questions for Joe? All right, well, thank you for, meeting with us this morning, and,
Of course.
hopefully get a meeting scheduled soon, and, keep moving forward.
Yep, I will drop, Angie and her folks a note now, and we'll try to get something set up soon.
Very good, thank you so
Joe.
much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Have a great week.
You too.
Okay.
I'll wait, I can wait until he comes.
I was gonna say, will that work, the last time he was here, it seemed like that, and I take it that you didn't know that, I mean, and that's,
Right.
but when they were here before, it seemed like the folks that had issues were able to sit down with Joe or one of the other folks there and get the issues straightened out. And so if they could just come back, which you'll get hold of Angie and get things set up, and then everybody should know, and if you've got problems, why, come in and let's get them straightened out.
My issue has been with Joe not returning my emails he did 2 weeks ago. My situation is I'm dealing with year 24 and 25. And it was a pharmacy issue around March, April. The pharmacy wasn't connecting into Edison, and just like what he said. But I overpaid, and I've been in contact with him. He wanted all of the Med Impact statements. I got on Med Impact. I printed it all off. I uploaded it to him, and I've never heard a thing back. And it's been 2 weeks. And I mean, I'm dealing with 24 and 25 here. So that's the reason I was here.
Sure.
So I guess
So-
when he has a meeting, I mean,
Right.
definitely make sure you're there, and then if it's still not unresolved, then
We'll
hopefully it'll get resolved after that, so we
Right.
don't have to go any further. Okay, anything else on that issue?
I appreciate everyone's patience on this. I know it's been difficult and more patience than should have been required. So, thank you all
Thank
on
you.
everybody's part, because everybody's trying to get this resolved.
Yeah.
Everybody's working towards that, so.
All right. Let us move on to the next item, which is, Connie. County Appraiser Connie Lawrence,
I would like to get a 10-minute with just the commissioners and Wade on job performance, non-elected personnel.
okay. Entertain a motion to enter into executive session for 10 minutes to include each of the commissioners,
Oh, and Wade.
County Appraiser Connie Lawrence, and County Councilor Wade Bowie II, to discuss matters of non-elected personnel regarding job performance under the Kansas Open Meetings Act. That's KSA 75-4319 B1.
Move.
Second.
Okay, motion by Thompson, seconded by McCurry. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Passes 4-0, and we will enter at 9:34. Okay. We're back. No action taken as a result of that executive session. We are ready to move on to our next agenda item. Well, we can either do a break or we gotta go through Road and Bridge. You guys are okay, right? Okay, Road and Bridge Supervisor Adam Hoke.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Pretty quiet, uneventful, cold weekend, so no call-outs that I was aware of. Other than that, I just got a few motions on some invitations to bid some stuff. Angie, did we get these things sent to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you already got them?
There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, here. Yeah, they're here.
Perfect. Okay. Do you wanna summarize, I guess, these motions, or what do you
Yeah,
need?
I can go over some stuff. So
Yeah.
we're basically phasing out some of our older pickups, that are getting up there in years and miles and reliability and maintenance and this, that, and the other. So the first motion will be for the purchase of 3 1-ton, double cab pickups to replace three pickups that are currently about at the end of their lifespan with us.
Okay.
Are they, like flatbeds or pickup
So
boxes or-
the two Ford pickups are, the little extended cab, 3/4 ton, 2-wheel drive, and they each have about 200 to 210,000 miles on them.
Okay.
The 2006 Chevy 1-ton is a dually flatbed, 2-wheel drive, 6.0 gasser. It's just, it's worn out
Yeah.
and time to update
Sure.
and upgrade.
Okay. So will the bids, like, the bid for that Chevy include a flatbed for it or not?
No, these will strictly be cab and chassis
Okay.
type pickups, and then, I'm already kinda looking towards the same company, Sandcrest over in Missouri that I dealt with on some of our other utility beds and flatbeds throughout the last few years, getting something for those pickups to
Okay.
kind of suit each, two of these trucks are going to, our dirt crew, our assistance fleet, and then the, third one will be going to our asphalt crew that pulls our pothole patcher and crack filler and skid loader trailer and all that type of stuff.
Okay. All right, thank you.
So they'll be pretty bare bone work truck packages.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I will move to approve Road and Bridge Supervisor's request to solicit formal bids for 3 one-ton trucks with optional trade-in of T38, which is a 2008 Ford F-250, VIN number stated in motion. T39, which is a 2008 Ford F-250, VIN also stated in the motion. And T46, which is a 2006 Chevrolet 2500, VIN number in the motion. Funds to be paid from the General Fund Public Works Equipment line item.
I'll move.
I made the motion.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I would second
Okay.
that, sir.
Okay, I made the motion, Thompson seconded. Any other discussion on that? All in favor, say aye.
Unless you,
Anybody
Sorry.
opposed? I passed 4-0.
Okay, my next motion, sorry, Mark, my next motion will be our survey crew truck. It's a 2008 Chevy 3/4 ton, another one of those little extended cab type pickups. Now it will be a full pickup style with a actual truck bed, and then we'll have some sort of slide-in type unit that Kenny's looking into for all of our survey equipment. And it will be, the current truck is a 4-wheel drive, 3/4 ton, but we're gonna go back to a 1/2 ton, 4-wheel drive, probably a crew cab with as much stuff as they have to tote around with them. So that's the gist on that one. It's just another one of those trucks that they don't make them like they used to. They're rusting, and it's hard to keep that from happening, but.
Okay, I would entertain a motion to approve Road and Bridge Supervisor's request to solicit formal bids for 1 1/2-ton truck with optional trade-in of T59, which is a 2008 Chevrolet 2500, VIN number stated in the motion. Funds to be paid from the General Fund Public Works Equipment line item.
So moved.
second.
Appendroth moved, McCurry seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes 4-0.
Alright, thank you. The last thing I have is just our biannual, culvert CMP, purchase that we make usually twice a year. I don't know that I got around to making 2 of them last year, but catching up on stuff that we're running short on and just trying to get ahead of the game for when the weather decides to make its mind up of whether we're gonna have winter or not and get back to work.
They're talking about snow at the end of the week.
No, they're not.
Going north.
Steve is.
Going north.
Watch a different weather channel, Steve.
Yeah, I know.
Hopefully this one will stay south.
Yeah, I know, that's what they're talking.
Right, that's
We're gonna be ready for it, so I've been putting the plan together already this morning, so.
Okay, I'd entertain a motion to approve the Road and Bridge Supervisor's request to solicit formal bids and purchase assorted culvert pipes and end sections for inventory at the county shop. Funds to be paid from the Road and Bridge Fund.
I'll move.
I'll second.
Okay, Thompson moved, McCurry seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, passes 4-0.
All right, thank you.
On the trade-ins, I mean, you'll see what they'll give you, and if
We'll
it's
see
not,
we'll see where they're coming in at, and,
and if it doesn't satisfy
Go
them,
from
then
there.
we can, yeah, okay.
because we've got some other, trailers and some other random things that I've been kind of putting aside for another one of our, either
Sure.
our auction or Newstron or online or whatever it might be.
Okay.
So, we'll see where those numbers come in at and go from there.
Very good.
All right.
All right?
Thank you, Adam.
Okay.
Thank you, Ed.
Have a good day and a good week. I'm gonna hang around for a while though.
Okay, have a good week.
Okay.
All right, Ryan.
What's everyone doing?
How you doing?
Pretty good. So I've got, a few motions today, actually. First one we have would be a CP2 for Hunter Riley. So basically, he completed his 180-day probation period, on January 10th. So this would just be looking to move him from a step 1 to a step 2.
Okay, I entertain a motion to authorize and direct the chairman to sign the CP2 for Hunter Riley, light equipment operator, highway, probationary period complete, step change from wage classification 30-01 to 30-02, from wage $19.73 an hour to $20.25, effective January 10th, 2026.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, McCurry moved, Appendraw seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Passes 4-0.
Alright, thank you. Next one's the same deal. Gavin Conkle completed his 180-day probation period, same date, January 10th.
Okay, I'd entertain a motion to authorize and direct the chairman to sign the CP2 for Gavin Conkle, light equipment operator, highway, probationary period complete, step change from wage classification 30-01 to 30-02, from wage $19.73 an hour to $20.25, effective January 10th, 2026.
I'll move.
I'll second. Motion made by Thompson, seconded by Peterson. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Anybody opposed? Passes 4-0.
Thank you. Next, I'm just looking for a motion to approve the landfill to be closed Saturday, July 4th.
Okay, I'll make a motion, based on the recommendation of the Road and Bridge Superintendent to approve the request to close the landfill on Saturday, July 4th, 2026, which is Independence Day.
Second it.
Okay, motion by Peterson, seconded by Abendroth. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Passes 4-0.
Alright, thank you. The next motion, we received our 2026, basically just the rock quotes from the quarries that we use around the county. Some slight increases, like the Horseman quarries on the AB3, did go up a quarter from $10.75 to $11 a ton. Our 1-inch road rock went from $11.75 to $12.25, so it went up 50 cents. The biggest jump was on the 6-inch D50, and it actually increased $5 a ton from 25 to 30. That's a pretty big increase, but it's a rock we use a lot of. We are looking at, we got a lot of large rock out the landfill, so we're probably going to start trying to utilize some of it a little more. I think we're looking at maybe renting a little breaker bar for a skid loader and just breaking that stuff down to some smaller usable stuff. To kind of give us an option on some of that 4 to 12 inch size rock. Try to get some of that utilized and used up. Bull Creek prices actually went down on their AB3 and their 1-inch, by a couple dollars a ton. So that was the major changes.
Okay. I'd entertain a motion to accept the 2026 rock quotations as presented.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
McCurry moved, Thompson seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Passes 4-0.
And then next, I think I was talking with Wade. You might have something here.
Just need to change his request for executive session to attorney-client legal advice regarding a matter involving an employee resignation.
Okay. Second. That's where you want, nothing else. Okay. I'd entertain a motion to enter into executive session for 5 minutes.
That's sufficient,
Probably gonna need to be 10.
Okay, 10 minutes. Enter executive session for 10 minutes to include each of the commissioners, Road and Bridge Superintendent Ryan Durst, and County Councilor Wade Bowie II, to discuss matters deemed privileged in the attorney-client relationship regarding a matter involving an employee resignation under the Kansas Open Meetings Act, KSA 75-4319, B2, to resume in the commission chambers after it.
I'll make that motion.
Second it.
Okay, motion by McCurry, seconded by Avondra. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Passes 4-0, and we will enter at 10:02. All right, we're back in open session. No action was resulted from the last executive session.
Alright, next, we've got a motion here. Updating the job description. This is actually a job description that was revised and approved back in March of '24, but I don't think we wound up getting it signed. So that's, there's no changes from what this was on this job description, but it's just a motion to get this up to date and signed.
Oh, no, I did your side.
Yeah.
So we need to make a motion to approve it then?
Actually, you're just authorizing you to sign it because it was previously approved.
Yeah.
So, previously approved, yeah, you're just basically signing it. They're giving you authorization to sign it as it was previously approved by motion, but was not signed.
Right, okay. Okay, I'd entertain a motion based on the recommendation of the Road and Bridge Superintendent to authorize and direct the chairman to sign the landfill clerk job description, which was previously approved by motion on March 18th, 2024, but was not signed.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
McCurry moved, Thompson seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Passes 4-0.
Alright, thank you. The next would be to advertise to hire a vacancy at the landfill for the landfill clerk.
Okay. I will move based upon the recommendation of the Road and Bridge Superintendent to advertise and hire one landfill clerk. This request will fill a current vacant position within the department due to voluntary resignation.
So moved.
I made the motion and Avondale seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Passes 4-0.
Alright, thank you. And then last, I've got a CP2, and this would be for Tim Austin. So just looking, we used Tim last year for summer help, to help out with some surveying. Looking to actually bring him in as just kind of temporary needs basis at the landfill. Help out, whether it's running equipment out there or scale house, just as we're going through filling this job in the training period. So be looking at not to exceed 500 hours. Might be a couple days a week, something like that for the next month or so. But
I'd entertain a motion to authorize and direct the chairman to sign the CP2 for Tim Austin, seasonal light equipment operator, solid waste department, wage classification 30-01, wage $19.73. Effective January 20th, 2026, number of hours worked not to exceed 500.
I'll move.
I'll second.
Thompson moved, McCurry seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Passes 4-0. I think is that the end of your,
that's what I had for today. So.
Gave us a workout.
Well, yeah. Appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yes. I think this time, I'd take a 10-minute recess.
You did.
Yes, sir.
At, be like 10:18, so we'll come back at 10:28.
Okay.
I should have just said we'll be back.
That's okay. That's fine. I just thought I'd wait to turn it off on that.
No. Longest minute.
Oh, that's okay.
That one, sorry.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, it's 10:28, we're back in session. Next item on our agenda is COLA discussion, and probably expanded a little bit more, just general payroll, I guess, 2026.
Yep.
Guess we can jump right into that. I want to, I guess, summarize kind of where we're at right now, because last meeting, we were trying to move from our, 22-step salary chart to 15, and we were trying to do that and not have any additional costs, or at least what we were seeing in the numbers anyway. So we made a motion to make that move from the 22-step chart to the 15, and to kind of make up the difference. They basically was moving people to that salary chart, and they would be moved at a step where they would not lose money, but it would be closest to the amount of money they're making. And, of course, some people receive more, some less, but nobody should be losing money. And then instead of, also in the motion we made, it was to add 12 cents for all employees and decided not to have a step increase in April. So that's where we're at right now. And we will probably, it's my understanding, we'll probably be changing it a little bit yet. But we're also, since last meeting, we did not know what the COLA increase would be. And since then, that has been made available. We get that off of the Consumer Price Index for the Midwest region. In December, the Mountain Plains, I guess, Information Office is where that comes from, and for the month of December. And the percentage the CPI would be 2.7%. And that's what we would be considering here today, along with whatever else. But anyway, it's my understanding that after we made that motion, and everybody really got to thinking about it, looking at the charts and everything, I think what everybody was expecting was that we would move to the 15-step chart. We would have a COLA increase, and then everybody would still move on the steps in April like we have been on the old chart, except it would be on the new chart. So when we decided to freeze the steps, everybody started doing a lot of figuring and everything. So
well, I guess all the what should I say? Just take the blame for it, or part of the blame for it. My goal was that I think it's very important that we get switched to the 15-step, and I didn't feel like everybody had the support to do that at the time. But my thought process on the situation was that this year would be the year affected, and that next year everybody would be back to norm for that step, and that's not the case. Upon further investigation, people would still be behind, some of them until the third year before they would catch up. So I apologize for that. It's kind of a last-minute deal that I thought this deal wasn't going to happen. Of going to the 15 and tried to come up with a quick compromise, and we opted to go ahead and put it into effect last week to try to get it done. So everybody had time to calculate all the wages and everything, so maybe that was a little hasty on our part, but I still would like to see that 15-step implemented, so I'll take the blame for that.
And I'll mirror what Wade said, because the intent wasn't to hurt any employee at all. The intent was to get the steps taken back from the 22-step schedule to a 15-step. So the intent certainly wasn't to hurt anybody.
And I think in the long range, regardless whether it's next year or on the third year, it would benefit virtually everyone in the long run, but that is a long time to wait for that to be rectified. So just wanted to make that statement.
And then after the numbers were crunched in and it's, I wish now looking back, hindsight's always 20/20, but I wish now looking back we would have given it another week. But at the time, we thought that we were doing the right thing. Because if we'd given everybody another week, you would have had time to crunch your numbers in and came back with the right numbers. So
but we're still where we're at. Nobody's bleeding. We're all okay. So we can try to come up with a solution to try to fix
Right.
this. Is my opinion.
Mine too.
Of course, we were wanting to make sure that the county clerk's office had the time to get everything.
That was the goal.
Right.
Yeah, because they got a lot of stuff to input and everything.
And talking to them at the end of the last week, I mean, they're still there's still time to do, I mean, they'll make something happen regardless, but it's gonna be more pressing for them, you know, to do that. So anyway, that being said, we told all the offices, when we were doing budget, to figure for a 3.5% increase, salary or wage increase, payroll increase. I was trying to find the right word. I believe that was how it was communicated anyway. Anyway, that 3.5, I wanted to make sure I understood what was in there. It's my understanding that that would allow for step increases in longevity pay. And it does not necessarily include the COLA. Is that correct?
Correct.
Right, that's separate from the COLA.
So as far as what was budgeted, I have so many chicken scratches, I think I forgot what some of them mean.
I can imagine.
But anyway, I think there, as far as budget goes, you know, the having money available, there is a little extra cushion in there to where if we wanted to include the step increase in April on the new chart, I think it would be there, and if it did cost a little bit more, it wouldn't be that much more. And I was just like, if you stayed on the old chart and had the step increase, the step on the new chart wouldn't be that much more. And a lot of the big cost and everything is going to be the COLA increase.
Right. And that being said, the 12 cent, if we would do something like that, I assume the 12 cents would come back off and be put back into the.
Yes.
Would go away.
Would go away. Am I correct? I mean, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, what I was, you know, see how everybody thought on everything, but I was going to recommend, well, the motion we made last week, I don't know whether we'd rescind it and do a new motion or whatever, but the outcome, the intended outcome, I think I would like to see is that we probably rescind the motion. We still move from the 22-step salary chart to the 15-step. We would remove that 12 cents that we mentioned last year, or last week. It was almost last year.
Yeah.
Then we'd do a 2.7% COLA, and then go ahead and allow the step increase in April. And if we want to go try to crunch some numbers a little bit more, I mean, we could do that still, but we also talked about on the COLA, you know, I guess some years there's been a straight dollar amount across the board, and other years it was a percentage applied to everybody.
Yeah, last year.
And I kind of had a little change of thought in the way I thought about that over the years and everything too, but and going to the 15-step chart, you know, I kept mentioning, you know, the people who have topped out, who are there, you know, the only chance they have to have an increase in wages would be the COLA, and then the longevity pay, and to protect that, and it's probably more fair all the way around. I mean, you'd have to do that percentage increase and not the dollar amount. That way they would be getting the full COLA, and that's the true cost of living increase, so it wouldn't be detrimental to them.
Yeah,
doing that.
And I guess I would still like to consider doing the dollar amount, maybe not every other year, maybe every third year. I mean, just conversation. Yep. But I think we need to address, if we're gonna do a dollar amount, then that probably needs to be based on a medium salary on an average salary rather than it's been based several years on even below beginning salary, been based on a $25,000 salary, I believe. I think that would be more fair if we based that on what the average pay was. Am I making any sense?
Yeah, but I think, wish I would've brought some of the stuff I'd looked at, but, going to, a straight dollar amount, I mean, I think that also could create some compression issues.
Oh, I definitely wouldn't want to do it every year.
It does now.
No, you know, but I still make the argument that the people on the bottom end, and I know I've heard the steak and bologna argument and all that stuff, but I still think the person on the bottom end is the one struggling harder typically. I know we've got level of living and all these things that other people figure into it, but I still think that person on the bottom is buying gas and buying insurance for his vehicle. All these things is a set cost for them, and I'd like to see that at least every third year that it be dollars rather than percentage, and base that on a median salary, at least a median salary. That's just my thought, and that's,
I know last year we went on the percentage, in '23 we went on a percentage, and then in '24 we went, an hourly thing.
so 24 was hourly.
Hourly. And then last year we went off of a percentage, which last year was a 3%.
Okay. Because I misplaced my paper.
Oh, here.
That's okay.
I've got copies, so I don't know what all to give you yet, so you
Thank
started
you.
discussion, so.
No, that's fine, thank you.
I have those.
In '24, it was based on a $25 an hour, average. And that average, I had Angie get me, figure a medium for this year, and that the median is a little over $30 an hour.
That's the average.
That's the average, right. And so I don't know if the $25 an hour was actually a medium or just a number that was, I can't remember.
I think it was just kind of a number that.
Just a number
Yeah.
that,
So that's not a way to do it, in my opinion. You know, if we're gonna do, you know, other than percentages, then it needs to be at least an average salary that we base that on.
right, and that was taking the lowest and the highest and then, and going from there. So if that were the case, then, I mean, and I'm just throwing numbers, my handy dandy calculator to work. That would be like an 82 cent. That would, like we call it, 82 cents. And that'd be.
That's based off that hour.
That's based off that hour.
That's an average.
And that's an average.
And I guess I'm not opposed to doing percentage again.
Oh, I'm not either. I'm just,
Trying to find what I was looking at earlier.
But I just think the hourly deal, at least every third year, has some merit, in my opinion. That's my thought.
But basically, if you do use the percentage-based COLA, I mean, then everybody's treated, I mean, proportionally, everybody would be treated the same.
on the percentage.
Yeah. I mean, you can look at the numbers and say, well, I mean, if you looked at like, say, $10 versus $100 an hour or whatever, and look at how that goes up, I mean, obviously, it's gonna go up more on the higher number.
Sure.
But it's the same percentage across the board, so,
It is.
I mean, even the difference is still the same percentage, if that makes sense.
I understand your point, Mark.
Well, and then, but what really got me thinking about that was like I said, those employees that are topped out, you go to the 15 step, and they have they can't go any further than on the steps. We do have the longevity pay, but if we do a dollar amount, set dollar amount on the COLA, then they're gonna suffer. I mean, they're not gonna get the full effect of it. I mean, the COLA, I mean, it's cost of living.
Right.
And I mean, the value of the dollar, you know, is decreasing, and it decreases the same amount for everybody, no matter how much you make.
I understand, but that's my argument for the dollar figure too,
Is
all
on
those
the-
expenses compounded for the people on the bottom of the scale.
That's where they're gonna be able to climb on the steps though, so.
Well, yeah, except in the people that are topped out, but, yeah. I think, you know, and I can't even remember what the instances were, but we've raised some people above the top step too, and I don't know, you know, if we're gonna go to something like that, and I don't know that I'm in favor of doing that. You know, if we're gonna go percentage-wise always, you know.
Well, that'd just be for the COLA, I mean,
Well,
not the steps.
But
we put
We,
people in and.
I mean,
an extra
if
step,
if somebody's above the top step,
Yeah,
I mean, they just
yeah.
be frozen
but
until it catches up with them.
But Wade's point, I don't think it was last year, but maybe the year before, we
We went above that.
went above where they were topped out. I mean, not just the COLA, but on the step side, which,
An extra step.
an extra step, but,
And I can't even remember who it was for,
Oh, I
or
can't-
or there was
I
a
can't either.
justification for it. I'm not begrudging it, I'm just
No.
saying.
But I think in the discussion on this 15-step versus the 22-step the discussion was, yes, you're going to have people topped out. But that being said, then we're going to have to depend on the COLA and the longevity to just as, I mean, we can't go any further than where they topped
Yeah,
out.
the top pay for that position is a dollar amount, we've gotta have a limit for
Right,
the county, and you know, those people, you know, applying for a different position in the county that comes open that possibly pays more, or, you know, or something different, I mean, you know, we have our limitations.
Maybe just to go back, so you know where I believe it was, Commissioner Knight at the time, for the people who were topped out, he suggested, and what was adopted was whoever was topped out, the difference between the step before and the step they were at was whatever that amount was, that's what was added to those people, if you remember.
That's correct. I couldn't remember how we arrived at that, but that's the way we did it at that time.
And that just happened that one time.
Right.
Did you say not just happened that one time?
That just happened that one time.
Right.
For the people who were at the top.
I think that was
I just didn't hear you.
a couple of years ago, I think,
Yeah. It was either 2 or 3 years
2
ago.
or 3 years.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that was a mistake or anything.
Sure.
It's just an observation.
I'd be good going with the percentage, but I'm, by the same token, I think it needs to be maybe not next year, but I do think we need to take a look in the following years to do a dollar rather than a percentage. but that being said, I'm good with the percentage.
And I've stated it before, I guess it made me a strong proponent of that. When I was on the school board, I was watching these teachers come in at 17,000 or something, and they were getting a percentage, and, you know, and then we got an administrator making 50 or 60,000, and they're both working the same number of days a year, and I just felt this person on the bottom end needed more of a raise, and obviously, my thought's always been the raises should be based on performance rather than where you are on a chart or something, but I know that's not possible when you deal with an entity like that, but that's how I base them with my business, you know, is, you know, I'm getting more from this person's putting the extra effort into it, they need to be compensated more for it, instead of the one that shows up at noon Monday to show up when he was supposed to let Sunday night. So, but that's just that's why I developed that perspective. Not saying it's right, but that's why I feel the way I do about that.
To me, that's kind of an example of a step increase, I guess you would say. Getting an increase based on what they're doing or
Yeah, but typically, most people get a step increase. Am I correct?
Yeah, I think in the non-governmental world, I don't know if anybody really gets, they might get a raise every once in a while, may not be a COLA, it may not even be a step increase, it may just be everything lumped into one, but,
yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna get both.
Right.
Typically.
Right.
If you even get a raise.
Yeah. That's.
I was gonna say, and when I was going through all the options and everything too, I mean, and another possible option, which I don't think anybody really wants to do, is just to scrap everything, stay on the 22 step chart, and then do a COLA. But I think everybody we want to move to the 15 step.
I just think that's really important.
I think the 15 step is really important. It was just the fact that, well, we screwed it up the first time. We just need to fix it.
And it will cost more money. I know that.
It will. So this first motion, is that based off the last one we made?
It's the last one you made.
Okay, I'm gonna start things off by I wanna make a motion to rescind paragraph 22 from the, what was last Monday? From the January 12th minutes, January 12th, 2026 minutes. That's, and it stated, what we're rescinding is that Peterson moved to modify and amend the previous motion to remove the word hire. The motion will read, Peterson moved to adopt the 2026 salary chart, 15 steps, effective in the January 30th, 2026 payroll. Each hourly employee will be placed on the nearest step on the new 15-step scale that is equal to or greater than their current wage. In lieu of step increases in April 2026, a 12-cent increase per hour will be added to each step. Cost of living will be added, and there will not be any additional step increases in April 2026. This will help ensure the county minimizes costs of implementing a new salary chart. Thompson seconded, motion passed.
So I will move to rescind that motion.
Okay, I made the motion to rescind.
Okay.
You'll second?
I'll second it, yes, sir.
Okay. Any other discussion? So basically, this is the motion we made at the last meeting, we're just rescinding it to start over.
Now, do we need to do the one prior to that even? Or is that
I
enough?
don't think so, I think this was,
We rescinded the other one, didn't we, last week?
We didn't vote on it. Isn't that right?
Let's see.
Well, this motion says we move to oh,
Oh, yes.
Modified.
yeah, that's the meeting from,
that motion just
yeah,
takes away the,
yeah, it covered the other one, didn't it, I believe? Am I thinking right?
Yeah, I mean, you removed the next higher step, so I guess you amended it, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Passes 4-0, so now, I guess we have kind of a clean slate, I guess.
Yes, sir.
I was trying to come up with some more solid figures on how much that will cost. Over, what do I call them on that? Chart. Basically, it's a difference between so assuming, and because these include the COLA,
Yeah.
assuming we're all in agreement of doing a 2.7% COLA, the difference between stepping on the old chart and stepping on the new chart is about $144,000.
That'd be the total increase then?
That's with COLA?
Yeah, that includes the COLA.
And the 15-step chart.
Yeah, so that'd be the cost of moving to the 15-step, which is gonna cost a little bit more, and having a step on the new chart. So it's a difference between the step on the new chart and step on the old chart. If everybody still follows me.
I think so.
So that's 144,000, you say?
Yeah. And, the departments, when they budgeted the 3.5%, that was, like I said, for the step increases and longevity, that amounted to roughly 300,000, and the COLA would come from the general, is that right?
Yeah.
And the 2.7. I have too many chickens for scratches. $2.7 on the new chart is 234, so. So between what had been budgeted for the step increases and everything, and then taking into account the COLA, I mean, the money's, it's right there. I don't think it's gonna cost that much more, it's not the full 144,000.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, because that's over the course of the whole year, it's not the 3/4 of the year.
Yeah,
Right.
9 months.
that's another thing to consider, yeah, the step
Say that
increase.
again, Angie.
It's over 9 months.
Okay,
That
right,
figure.
right.
Okay. So it'd be even less than that.
So the COLA would take effect now, and then in April is when we would do the
Step increase.
increase.
looking over this motion to see if.
Yeah, I may have like worded more. I need to take out a few words.
Okay,
That sums it up, doesn't it?
Yeah, is everybody okay with that motion?
Yep.
As written.
As far as I can read it.
Okay, well, I will move to adopt the 2026 salary chart, which is 15 steps, including a 2.7% COLA, cost of living allowance, effective in the January 30th, 2026 payroll. Each hourly employee will be placed on the nearest step on the new 15-step scale that is equal to or greater than their current wage. Then the 2.7% COLA will be applied. And April step increases will happen in April and will be effective in the April 30th, 2026 paid checks.
I'll second that.
Okay, Peterson moved, Thompson seconded. Do we have any other discussion on that? I think we covered everything there.
I think. Oh.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Passes 4-0.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
On behalf of my employees, thank you.
Okay, thank you for your
Yeah, thanks for,
consideration, understanding. Trying to make something good happen.
Definitely appreciate the time you put into it.
Thank you, everyone.
Then, I don't have the department head, or the elected official and department head salary chart, you know. Do you want the same thing applied to them, and then I can have you do a motion, I can get that done.
oh, for the COLA, yes.
I'll get that prepared.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go home. Adjourn, let's go home.
I'm with you.
I need to be back downstairs. Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Okay, we have things to sign.
Yeah.
Getting grasped the yellow folders there.
Okay, make sure you write your name on these, there's more to do.
Right, I can ask you. Start.
I've always got to look at the checks the second time to make sure I'm signing on the right one. That's bottom line. Angie always moves hers somewhere else if I sign in the wrong place.
Right.
Take one to pass it around.
Sure. Thanks.
Oh.
Oh, there's the checks.
You got one or?
Nope, not that. And then if you take one of those and pass it around.
You got one of those for him already also, correct?
This is, no, you're not the wrong people, so.
Oh.
This is, roundtable.
You just getting us primed.
Okay. Start that stuff around.
And this is, agriculture land.
Did you keep your copy? Oh, you did.
This is everything
Yes,
that's,
that stuff, okay.
just this stuff and this stuff that you've got too.
What I have also.
Okay.
This done folder here. Mr. Dewey. Maybe the folder goes on to you, does it? Pass you the papers, I don't know.
Yes. I'll have to sign off on it.
It's a new chair for me, I've never been in that spot, so. Essentially today I'm over here, so I don't know what to do.
You go with it.
I started off with you, Arson. Stayed there happily for a couple of years, and these people had this idea.
Seems to be a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I liked it.
What's that?
The spot right here.
Yeah, I liked it in the middle, yeah.
That, your seat right there has a lot of responsibility because of
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm.
Yep.
Don't let us think. But there's more from here that way.
I noticed that.
So you stay on your side.
Okay.
With your permission, I might talk to Brad and Adam and see if they'll put a dongle on the back of this TV, similar to what I have in the courtroom. And it's just basically an HDMI transmitter that you have the one end hooked up on this, the receiving end, and then the transmitting end will be able to be hooked up. And whoever has a laptop, it'll be whatever source, let's say it's an HDMI 1, then when somebody wants to broadcast, whether it's from here, from there, from Andy's computer, all you do is plug it in, you connect, and it will transmit, and you don't have the issues that you have.
It'd sure be nice if we could improve that.
Simplify the process.
An issue, yeah.
I can tell you, I do that routinely in the courtroom, and the technology works well.
That's the bottom line, we just need something that works.
Yeah.
When we want it to.
Yeah.
So the issue with the plug-in on the bottom of the owl, I don't know if that's anything that can be repaired, but.
Oh, we could probably get a replacement owl. So that owl was originally in the health department.
Okay. So it's not like a new item, it's been around some time.
I think they purchased it during COVID with COVID funds to have meetings, and then they loaned it. But there might be value in either replacing that. I don't know if the health department got a new one or whatnot. I mean, I've got one in my office, an owl, and they're not cheap, but they're good technology to have.
We've had in the past, and I'm sure before, we've had some pretty important meetings, and it's good if everyone can be seen and heard when you have a meeting.
No signatures, it just goes with that back.
Okay, thank you, sir.
This goes with the 15th month.
So
This batch here. This all still goes with that.
So we're still on this packet?
Yes, yes.
Okay. try not to screw it up for people that have to be cycling.
That's a big responsibility on that end, is not screwing it up.
I'm not the end of the road here typically, so see,
You're new at that,
I'm
huh?
I'm just gonna go with the door responsibility and the switch for now, okay? I got demoted happily. So, Angie, or all these forms that
Did they not
still show-
change them yet?
They still show me as chairman, which isn't a problem, I just drew a line through it, but.
Okay,
but
yeah, well,
I just-
I thought they corrected them, but I'll make
That's fine,
sure they do.
that's fine.
Well, the one, this one's correct over here.
Okay, okay, I don't know
That
that,
just might be an old one.
yeah, I don't know that it matters, I just,
Yeah.
and maybe it is, maybe these were older ones, I don't know.
I will
Did I miss it?
make sure. Get that.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Did I miss another? Twice so far.
It ain't over
But
yet.
he's still
Well, that's
digging.
the end yet.
He's still digging. Good grief.
I know you know.
He thought that was a big old packet, didn't he?
It's rubber and roll on, man. There was like 4 paper clips on it, so that was kind of the indicator
The
that.
first give that there was an issue maybe?
Yeah.
Well, did you notice I didn't notice the paper clip?
I did notice that. You're crossing that line.
I'm trying to stay on my side.
Administrative corner over there.
Yes. The think tank.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thinking tank.
Yes, we do have to pay for rock, don't we? I hate that. We could just get, you think they get in a pool where all those fairies that draw that, you know, once a month they'd all give us free rock for that month maybe?
I like
Like a
that.
big thank you for the month. or
Yeah,
something?
like a,
Rock of the Month Club.
yeah, pool, rock pool or whatever you call it.
Everything here.
They don't.
Yeah, I hate to think of what their equipment costs though, I'm not questioning the need for the raises, but it's, man, I know, for the rock we use, it's really adds up, seems like. But I can only imagine what some of that equipment costs.
Maintenance on it, and everything else, so. Okay, so all of this in here.
All of this in there, yes, sir.
Okay.
So we're done with that group. I put it under your protection here, okay? So I'm gonna throw this folder on down there then.
Wade, have you heard any movement on the Beetle project at CID? You got anything lined out up there? Have you heard?
Oh, I was trying to think of what you were talking about.
Yeah.
I've not heard anything, but if I remember right, they were waiting until the weather accommodated the, you're talking about up at TA where they're gonna
Yeah.
replace the concrete,
Yeah.
or the asphalt, yeah. If my memory serves me correctly, I think they're gonna wait until,
A little more presentable?
yep, the weather was easier to work with.
But our part of fulfillment, the deadline or whatever, that's met since
We met our obligation.
made our
what we had to
commitment,
do.
right?
Yep. The county agreed, it's sort of, if you remember, it's the pay-as-you-go scenario where they presented their plan and their outline to improve that parking area. And that's what they chose to do. That's considered a tangible improvement because there was an agreement that, that would be considered, an agreement to have it done in the next calendar year. That satisfies the duty and obligation of the county. So
Okay.
when they move forward with their project, the project, it's a couple $100,000 or somewhere in that neighborhood. The county is only gonna be responsible for a portion of that, 80.
Yeah, I believe that's
And
what it was, wasn't it?
that's what the agreement was, so.
Well, should be nice when they complete it to have the work done, but our big obligation is so our paperwork obligation's complete. You sound like you've got that done.
And the 80,000, just so, for those watching on the outside, say, well, wait a minute, why is the county paying for, asphalt for a private entity? That is part of the CID, and the CID funds that are, in that fund have to be put back into that district, TAs in that district, and the county had an agreement with TA originally when the CID was created to provide a tangible improvement to the TA property or adjacent properties. That's what the agreement ended up being at the end, and what the county agreed to provide through the CID funds. But for those other entities within that CID district, moving on into this year and future years, I think the county's plan is to help provide assistance to those other entities in the CID district. TA just had to be first. So, my point in saying that is it's not taxpayer money, it's equivalent to a transient travel tax.
Additional tax
Yeah.
implemented for that area only, correct?
Correct, the 2% sales tax that we had
And that doesn't include
fuel.
like fuel, or does it include the repairs like done in the shop in that area?
I'd have to go back.
I couldn't remember.
It may include that, don't quote me on
Okay.
that, but it's mainly meant for the
Convenience stores,
the
basically.
concession type items. And it's not uncommon, you drive up 35, probably I-70, there's a lot of places that have that additional.
I think virtually everywhere I stop, like truck stops or anything, have it.
Yeah.
I try to remember to look, just curiosity's sake, and
There's some of those you get closer to the bigger cities, and you look at the taxes, and it's 10% or higher, and a lot of that's due to that, a CID type tax.
They're more than that in Topeka, there's several places up there, that are almost 12.
Oh, really?
So,
Yep. And for the veto, it was the sales tax plus the 2%. So it should be what, 8.5? Okay.
And now the newspaper, for UC, there's B&B right there, Fairlawn and 70.
Well, there was no incident, I went and had a civil conversation with both of them.
Hotels, the restaurants,
Huh.
yeah, we're cheaper.
That kind of starts adding up, you know, and get into some dollar figures there.
Yes.
The cop here knew me, and he knows that I'm a registered offender, and that I don't handle things like that. It was simply a civil conversation. I mean, when I left it, I exchanged numbers with the girl. I mean, so I don't think that's gonna be.
Those are initials are quicker than the whole
A
name.
tad bit, yeah.
Now we're,
Yeah, I
now we're
attest
waiting
to
on
that.
more.
Yeah.
I kept thinking my writing would improve because of all the practice, and it seemed to be just the opposite.
He's graded, you got the right
I was like, my degrade's after 5 minutes.
This maybe wasn't very fair, but if it was somebody local, I'd kind of sign it where they could make out my name if it was going to Illinois. Like,
First letter, then the straight line.
that's right, yeah, pretty much a squiggly line after that point. There you go, sir. Got one.
Should have had a short name like Bo Nix. And a broken foot.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're done signing stuff, right? Except for Wade, but
Yep, he's still working away down there, but I think
we start round table, I suppose. I'll start here, give Wade a chance to do a little bit. I have nothing. Steve?
Do we need to do anything with this, for the advertisement? Or
I figured.
is it just,
Wade's probably gonna bring that up.
oh, okay, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I don't have anything.
both of the ways we're talking about that.
Yeah.
Mike?
I think I'm pretty good with it, so.
Okay. Wade?
I don't really have anything as before us, but they're kind of preoccupied with a close friend and employee that's really struggling, so that's taken a bunch of my brain power, I guess you might call it. What little there is, there's none to spare anyway. I'm sorry that I haven't done more towards that wage study and stuff, put more time on it than I did, but I think we got it resolved.
I do too. And you're good. You were just taking care of business.
Yeah, just trying to help him with everything I
Yeah.
can, not much I can do in the physical aspect, but help him with other details, so.
Means a lot. It means a lot.
Yeah, if I was in his shoes, it would, I know that, but just trying to help him.
Guess we'll see if Angie has anything real quick for roundtable.
Yeah, I have that, salary chart, I was just gonna double check a couple and make sure my.
Take one pass through.
Thanks, sir.
that's fine, if you, I mean, you can look at it if need be, or if you like, I mean, no need.
No, I made enough, there should be. Go ahead with that one, Wade, I thought I copied enough off.
Okay.
Maybe I wasn't counting.
When we get done looking at it, he can leave it there probably, or I can, either one.
I'll, print off another one to leave on his desk. I think I just didn't print one off.
So these reflect the 2.7% cost of living?
Yes. And my spreadsheet, of course. But did I say anything about that below?
Pardon?
If not.
Pardon? If you get.
So,
If you want to, that's fine.
on this is reflecting a raise for the commissioners, and,
Oh,
and I, you know, I guess that's an item of discussion, but I
I'm not.
don't know if that's my intent.
I didn't catch that,
No,
sorry.
That's okay, no, that's fine. I mean, I guess it's been lowered from somewhere it was previously, is my understanding, but, and that probably, maybe somewhere down the line, that does need to be looked at, but, I guess I'm not
I'm not
in
comfortable.
favor of a raise.
Yeah, I'm not either.
This is a service job for me, it's not a very good investment of my time for the money as far as that goes. That's okay. I'm happy to do it, but I don't feel good about a raise.
I will add at the bottom of that also, that it's reflecting a 2.7. I just want to double check a couple things, just.
That's why I didn't do anything with that.
I haven't coughed all weekend.
Glad you saved it for us.
Hey, no problem.
So,
Well, fine, though.
do you understand this now? I mean, I know there's something about the motor vehicle pay is different, but. Oh, that's different. It's busy right now.
Did you need help?
Well, I was curious about that.
Oh.
And I remember the difference.
That's a typo, I'm sorry, that's a typo down there. I just now see it.
Well, I know there's a different formula that's been followed different times.
No, that's
Not
what
finding
the,
fault, I'm just looking for explanation.
no, that should be 10-2.
Should be 10,200?
Yeah,
Okay.
Because that's what it's always been.
yes,
Yes.
that's what's your
Okay.
resolution.
And that was 10-2.
Okay.
I just miskeyed.
No, that's fine, that's fine, I'm just like,
Well, the end number was right.
Yes, the end number was
I
right.
was just questioning my high school diploma there for a moment.
Question mine.
But I was preoccupied my senior year also, so. Lots more things taking precedence than education.
Yeah.
And some years prior to that, as far as that goes. Sure wish I'd have took typing, keyboarding, well, I mean, I took it, but I wish I would have
Paid attention.
taken it a little more seriously.
Especially when they had electric typewriters.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Mark. I don't know whether they did or not, to tell you the truth, I can't even tell you.
We didn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
They did shortly after that.
played a trick and covered all the keys where you couldn't see what the keys
Someone had like
were.
a rock and a stick.
That's good, Mark.
Dip the stick and carve it, huh?
Oh, but I'm not.
Come out of the cave, came out of the cave so you could have some daylight to see it.
That's right.
You're real funny having that.
Life was simple.
I'm double checking and everything, to check it out.
Just lay it on, Mike, I can take it.
Yeah, the day's been a lot less painful than I thought it might be.
Yeah, I didn't get much sleep.
Well, while you're finalizing that, guess we get to Wade. So she passed out a few things.
Yep, so what I handed you was, I went back and tried to find the advertisement. Last week you made a motion to submit advertisement for bids for the ag land.
Yes, sir.
And I couldn't find the advertisement anywhere, so I reached out to Angie and she sent me what she had. What I also included, so I have the proposed advertisement for bids, I just wanna make sure that it matches up with what you're wanting. Number two, last year, and I didn't remember this, until after the fact, but we had, people come in and look at a sample or a draft of the agreement as well as the maps that went with it. And I wanna make sure the maps that are attached to the sample agreement are, accurate, because they're referenced now, they're for the 25 crop years. One of them is, map one is the USDA, and I think Wade, you're the one that kinda put these together.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
my terrible drawings.
map two is, from the county appraiser's office, the GIS kind of layout of the land, and it shows what area is included and then what's not. And I wanna make sure that, because if people are gonna come and pick up this packet, then that's what, this is what they're gonna be given, and from what Angie had indicated to me, there's already been people who wanted to come in and wanted to pick up a package.
Yeah.
So I didn't have it ready to go because I couldn't find what I had before.
Yeah.
And it,
So this lease agreement just reflects the same agreement as last year, just with the dates changed.
so the lease agreement, from last year, so what's included in that's not in probably your notice to advertise, but needs to be included in the bid is, the due date is 4 p.m. Friday, February 13th, which is what you talked about. And then those sealed bids will be opened on Tuesday, February 17th, 2026. And, I just took liberty to set it at 10 o'clock. So I wanted to make sure that you were okay with that, and why it's on Tuesday is the day before is President's Day, and that's a holiday, so the courthouse will be closed. Typically, you don't do it on Tuesday, but in this situation. And then, it also includes the insurance and,
How you doing?
How you guys?
Good, how are you?
the insurance requirement, and as you see in the proposed draft lease agreement, it talks about those things. It talks about, in paragraph 2L, talks about the minimum amount of $1 million per occurrence. And then last year, the individual who was awarded the bid also had a umbrella policy that covered them additionally. So I just wanna make sure what you have and what will potentially be provided to whoever's interested is in line with what you're thinking.
Well, I felt like we looked this over pretty good last year. I'm sure okay with what the lease says, with the, you know, with the dates and everything being updated. It sure looks fine to me.
Okay.
And the notice, the advertisement for bids, so that'll be, so will I be able to go in this week, Mark, if we do it?
Should be able to.
Okay.
I can make things happen.
You know a guy who knows a guy?
I know there's a little bit of space left, so.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Just want to get the word out to people and they got a chance to mull it over and put their figures together. Bid high, boys, bid high.
So I've run that 3 times if we get it this week.
As many times as you want, probably wouldn't be.
22nd, 29th, and 5th. Well, I guess it could go the 12th also, but, well, Tuesday, February 17th.
Whichever.
Could do that.
It's not a huge cost for an ad like that, I suppose. It's worth our money to try to make sure everybody's notified, they got a chance to bid on it.
Just trying to get it to as many people as possible.
Yeah.
I did see I thought I caught them all, but in paragraph 2F, the first sentence, it has September 30th of 2025. I changed them all to 26 for this year, but I missed that, so.
Okay.
So we need a motion to approve the advertisement for bids?
Well, I think you did it last week, so if you want to, I was just looking at it, it's item
I don't remember how we had it worded.
Let me pull it up.
It's paragraph 23.
Didn't know if we just said we were gonna advertise it, or,
Move to solicit bids for leasing 243.4 plus or minus acres of land for the purpose of producing crops, so on and so forth. Reference the map of the land area located in the county clerk's office that designates the land that is included and or to request a bid package. Bids due no later than Friday, February 13th, 2026 at 4 p.m. So I guess you could approve the advertisement to solicit those bids, I guess. I don't, it didn't specifically say
unless you
that.
think it's covered in this, but.
Either, whatever you think we should do, Wade.
Well, it said move to solicit bids, so it didn't have the word advertise to solicit bids, so it probably wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
And then to have in that notice that there will be sealed bids, because it didn't say that in the one from last week. It just said solicit bids, and what you did last year was sealed bids, so potentially maybe you just rescind that one and then redo it this week with adding the word sealed bids, and then your due date's the same, but then there will be a public hearing on the date that's referenced in the. But I just don't want someone to get confused where it says solicit bids and then somebody sends one in and it's not sealed because they looked at this and not the other one.
Yeah, yeah. Probably should state sealed bids.
Catch all that, Angie?
Let's make it the paragraph number.
And then in this advertisement, it references
Paragraph number 23.
for the sealed bids to put it in an envelope that identifies it on the outside as agricultural land lease bid. I just hate for somebody to turn something in and it be wide open and,
Yeah.
So we're gonna rescind that one then and start over.
I mean, that's your call.
I think that'd be fine, just
Well, I don't think
clarification.
that, I mean, we can rescind it, but all we're doing is, instead of saying soliciting,
Oh, I see.
we're advertising for sealed bids.
Yep.
We're approving the advertisement for,
Yep. However you think is best to address it.
What did you say, it's gonna be labeled agricultural land lease bid?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
okay, so. Guess I entertain the motion to rescind paragraph 23 from the January 12th, 2026 minutes, which read that Thompson moved to solicit bids for leasing 242.4 acres, more or less, of land for the purpose of producing crops on 31.54 acres of tillable farmland in the additional area of land for haying, to be within the boundaries located within Section 10, Township 19, Range 15 east of the 6th Principal Meridian. Coffee County, Kansas, reference the map of the land area located in the Coffee County, in the county clerk's office that designates the land that is included and/or to request a bid packet. Bids due no later than Friday, February 13th, 2026 at 4 p.m. Parker seconded, motion passed.
I'll make that motion to rescind.
Okay,
I'll second.
okay, so Thompson made the motion to rescind that motion. And McCurry seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Passes 4-0. And then have a motion to replace that, basically. I entertain a motion to advertise for sealed bids for leasing 242.4 acres, more or less, of land for the purpose of producing crops on 31.54 acres of tillable farmland in the additional area of land for haying, to be within the boundaries located within Section 10, Township 19, Range 15, east of the 6 p.m., Coffee County, Kansas. Reference the map of the land area located in the county clerk's office that designates the land that is included and/or to request a bid packet labeled agriculture land lease bid. Bids due no later than Friday, February 13th, 2026 at 4 p.m.
So moved.
I'll second that.
Okay, Abbott, Droth, moved, Thompson seconded. Is there any further discussion on this?
So are we. Does it say here, request, it says request a bid packet labeled agricultural land lease bid. Also, does it need to say that the bid needs to be in a sealed envelope? Oh, we got that covered in there?
Yeah, at the very top.
Advertise for sealed bids.
Okay.
Maybe I should put the labeled agricultural land lease at that, right after that.
That's all I was wondering, is if we're wanting them to label that bid envelope. The bid should be labeled or however you want to word it.
Bid packet below that change.
Okay, so have a slight modification of the very first sentence.
Do we want to put envelope labeled? That's fine, that should explain it.
So we have a motion to advertise for sealed bids labeled agriculture land lease bid. That is adding the language labeled agriculture land lease bid. If Avondroth, you made the motion. You want to add that modification,
Yeah, that's fine.
or add that language?
What you have here, and your advertisement's gonna cover.
Yeah, it was adding, basically added after sealed bid, okay, advertise for sealed bids, and the language added was labeled agriculture land lease bid. That's all we did, added that.
Is that okay? I'm fine with that too, since I'm in the second.
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Passes 4-0. So is that something you can send to me?
Yeah, or you can take it with you.
Well, I mean, I want it electronic.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can send it to you, I just did that.
Okay. Never mind, wait.
I'll send it to both of you.
Yeah, the sooner the better, so.
Yep.
Appreciate that. Anything else, Wade?
Your packet with your regular
Yeah.
parcels of land, I gave a copy of that to Adam and Ryan. I know there's some locations that may be something they may be interested in to see if they could be used for, rock or something like that, depending on where they're located, so, they're gonna do that behind the scenes.
Sure.
There's a parcel located at 75 and 58 that they were aware of. Apparently, there's part of that that's county property and has been a part of haying or agriculture for a period of time, so I'm not sure how that works.
There's a handful of parcels like that, I'm scratching my head, why?
Yeah.
Has to be an
A
explanation.
long time ago, I assume.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Outside of that, for a Tuesday, I think that's pretty good.
It's been a pretty good day.
Okay. Angie, we're back to you.
okay, so I have the CP4U chart updated, I believe everything is correct now. Reflects the 2.7% COLA, changed commissioner and corrected my typo.
Look okay to everybody? I'd entertain a motion to approve the CP-4U form dated January 20th, 2026, reflecting the 2.7% COLA, effective December 16th, 2025.
I'll make that motion.
Second it.
Curry moved, Avondroth seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Passes 4-0.
was supposed to be effective 12/16/2025.
Correct. Yeah, it goes on the January paycheck, just like
Okay,
the hours,
okay.
yeah.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, anything else, Angie?
So we will get the chart updated, well, I have the chart updated, we'll go ahead and get the, corrected amount, less the 12 cents with the 2.7, and then it shouldn't take us too long to make that correction. Because we've already got their step and grade, so all we gotta do is change their dollar amount, so that should work. And then,
Well, thank you and your department for all your effort.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
we did, we worked really hard last week.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've had numbers flying everywhere.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's all I have.
You get done and we'd ask for some more, right?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Yeah, right.
Just can't please you people.
Yeah.
No, all's good.
Anything else? Speak out, forever hold your peace.
You can sign that one.
You're gonna hear me regretting it.
I'll adjourn this meeting at 11:51.
Very good. We'll go build a house today.